about the pressure. What is pressure? First of all, let's discuss the definition of pressure. What is pressure? Pressure means what? First of all, pressure generally defined as the force, the perpendicular force acting on per unit area. The perpendicular force acting per unit area, that is called what? Pressure. What is pressure? The perpendicular force acting on a per unit area, that is called what? Pressure. Or we can define as, the pressure can be defined as the thrust acting per unit area. Thrust means what is that? Force. Thrust means what? Force. The force acting per unit area on the surface, that is called what? Pressure. So if the pressure, if F is the thrust, if F means what? Force. If F is the thrust, that is perpendicular force acting on the surface area A, then the pressure P acting on the surface area is B, given pressure as thrust by unit. It means P is said to be the what? Thrust, force by area. What is? Pressure is equal to force by area. Means what is the unit of force? Newton. Newton, and area is square meter. What is square meter? So what is its SI unit? SI unit is Newton per meter square. So SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, or we can also say Pascal. What is Pascal? What is the unit? SI unit is Pascal. So what is the pressure? What is the pressure? Pressure means force acting per unit area on the surface. That is called what? Pressure. Now, how we can derive the P is equal to F by A? Now I will show you. Now let's look the relation of, or the derivation of P is equal to F by A. What is? Force by area. We have to derive. As you know, the force is means the pressure is directly proportional to the force. It means when the force is applied more, then pressure will be more. If the pressure will be more, then force will be more. It means that is a direct relation. It means one unit is increasing, another unit is also increasing. If the other unit is decreasing, then another unit is also decreasing. That is called what? Direct proportion. It means pressure is the directly proportional to the force. What is this? P is the proportional to the force. It means pressure is directly proportional to the force applied. Equation number 1. And pressure is inversely proportional to its area. It means where there is a more area, there is less pressure. If there is a less pressure, there is a more area. It means one unit is decreased, then another unit is increased. And when another unit increase, then another is decreased. Means that is inverse. That is what? Inverse. As the same as we take the example, we cut the sharp things. Yes or no? By the help of the sharp things, we cut the vegetables. Means what happened there? It means that sharp things occupy the less area and exert the more pressure and easily cut down. It means the huge area, less pressure, and less area, use pressure. That is what? Inverse. It means pressure is inversely proportional to the what? Area. That is, pressure is inversely proportional to the area. Inversely proportional means 1 by A. That is equation number 2. Now we have to combine equation number 1 and equation number 2. We get that P is proportional to the force into 1 by area. It means P is proportional to F into 1 by A. Yes or no? P is the proportion to the force into 1 by inversely proportional to area. So to remove these proportions, we have to keep a constant value. And we have to keep a constant value whose value is K. If F is equal to 1 Newton and A is equal to 1 meter, 1 square meter, then K is said to be also the what? 1. So to remove these proportions, I have kept one constant term, that is the K, whose value is 1. So now P is equal to F into 1 by A, area, that is P is equal to F by A. Now P is equal to F into 1 by A, where this proportion is removed by keeping a constant value is 1. Okay, so P is equal to F into 1 by A, that is P is equal to F by A. This is our required derivation. Pressure is directly proportional to the force and inversely proportional to the area. What is? Pressure is directly proportional to the force and inversely proportional to the area. In this way, you can derive P is equal to F by A. This is also the VBI, very important questions for your exam point of view. So all of you note it properly. Now next. Now what are the factors affecting the pressures? There are the two factors which affect the pressure. So these types of the questions is also coming very important in the examinations. So what are the factors that affect the pressures? It means one is force acting perpendicular to the surface. It means thrust acting perpendicularly on the surface is the one of the factor, and another factor is area over which the force acts. The area over which the force acts. Now I will show you. Suppose this is one cardboard. Okay, when we take one bricks horizontally and another vertically, this is the figure number 1 and this is the figure number 2. Now you tell me, in the figure number 1 and in figure number 2, you will see in figure number 1 the area covers large. In figure number 2, area covers. Means in this case, in figure number 1 exert more pressure or figure number 2 exert more pressure. It means directly you can say figure number 2. Yes or no? Because in figure number 2 you will see that the area is less. If the area is less, there is a more pressure. In figure number 1 you see area is large. It means pressure is less. So while we are constructing the buildings, the foundation of the buildings are made wider and thick to exert the more pressures. It means if our foundation of the building is wider and thick, it exerts the more pressure. Okay, it means as the same as you have seen this figure, it means what are the factors affecting the pressure? That is thrust or the force acting perpendicular onto the surface and the area over which the force is act. So these are the factors which affect the pressure. Now let's discuss on the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? The region of the air which is surrounded by the earth, that is called what? Atmosphere. Atmosphere is what? The air from where it exerts, it affects the gravitational effects, that is called what? Atmosphere. Due to the gravitational effects, yes, there are the different mixtures of the gases. Yes, in our what? In our the earth. So you will see that on this earth surface, 78% of the nitrogen gas is found. 78%. 21% is oxygen and 1% is other gases like as nitrogen, carbon dioxide, methane. Means other gases are found in 1%. So our atmosphere consists of the what? Mainly what? Huge amount of the gases. What is that? Nitrogen, oxygens. Means there or nitrogen and oxygen consist a huge amount of what? Amounts in this atmosphere. It means when the air is decreased dense at the sea level, the air is dense. It means the more atmospheric pressure is at the sea level. At the sea level, there is a more atmospheric pressure. It means when above the sea level, when we go up and up and up and up, the what will happen? The level of there is a decrease in the what air. It means now just we take the example of Sirha. When we take the breathe in the atmospheric pressure of the Sirha and the atmospheric pressure of Sagarmatha Himal is the difference. Means in Sirha there is a more atmospheric pressure rather than comparison to whom? To the Sagarmatha Himal. It means altitude, when there is a more altitude, less pressure is going on. Atmospheric pressure is decreasing. And at the highest level is where at the sea level there is a more pressure, atmospheric pressure. Means when the altitude is increasing, means when the height is increasing, the density of the air becomes thinner and thinner. The density of the air becomes thinner and thinner. So the more there is a more atmospheric pressure at the sea level. What is that atmospheric pressure of the sea level? Now, what is the atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure means the pressure exerted by the atmosphere. The pressure exerted by the atmosphere, that is called atmospheric pressure. It means now we are alive. Yes, what is the results due to the atmospheric pressures? Inside our body and outside of the atmospheric pressures, both are equal. Yes, so that we do not face any kinds of the problem while breathing. But when we will go to the high altitudes and high altitudes, the atmospheric pressure is going decreasing. Yes, when we will go to the high and high altitudes, the atmospheric pressure is going to what? Decrease, and our internal atmospheric pressure is what? Increasing. At that time, what happened? The nose bleeding occurs, the eyes bleeding occurs, and that conditions. So there must be the equal to the atmospheric pressure and what in the inside our pressure. Then there will be no any kinds of problem or sin. But when the pressure is atmospheric pressure become low, less, at that time we feel uneasy. Yes, and we are unable to do work, and there must be the what? There will be a start of the nose bleeding or the eyes bleeding occurs. So at the sea level, the atmospheric pressure is 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, or we can say that in generally 760 mm of Hg at the sea level. The standard unit, the pressure is about the when there is a atmospheric pressure at 760 mm of Hg, it is also known as the what? Standard atmospheric pressure. What is that? Standard atmospheric pressure. So the more atmospheric pressure is at the sea level, and when we go up, the height is increasing, when the altitude is increasing, the atmospheric pressure is going on decreasing. It means in Sirha, and when we compare into the Himalayan, in Himalayan what will mean? There is a less amount of what? Atmospheric pressures. So the persons who are going to climb the Mount Everest, yes, they carry the different what? Equipments, oxygens, because what is to balance the atmospheric pressure and inside our body pressures. Then only it will be what? Otherwise we may die. So there must be the balance equal in the atmospheric pressure and the inside the body pressures. So what is that? What is the standard atmospheric pressure at the sea levels when there is a 760 mm of Hg atmospheric pressure? That is known as what? What is that? Standard atmospheric pressures. Just take one example of atmospheric pressure. Take a glass. Okay, take a glass and keep the water full inside it. Okay, just you have seen here, I have taken one glass and I keep the water full over inside the glass. Now, what you have to take? You have to take a thick cardboard, yes, and cover the glass over from above the cardboard. We have to keep in this way the cardboard so that there is no the presence of air inside the glass. We have to keep the slowly. We have to restrict the air, and gently we have to keep the cardboard over it, and slowly we have to involve it. Okay, घोप्याउने भनेको just उल्टो पार्ने, involve it, and slowly we have to leave your hands. After that, what you will see, you have involved it, yes. What you will see that this cardboard does not fall down, and the water inside the glass also does not fall down. It means what it shows that inside the pressure of the glass and outside of the glass are equal, so that at the time it does not fall down. The water does not fall down. This shows that due to the atmospheric pressures, this activity is improved. It means inside the atmospheric pressure of this glass and outside of the atmospheric pressure is equal, so it does not fall down. So you can do these types of the experiments, you can in your home also. Once again I am saying to you, take one glass, inside this glass keep a full water, and keep over the glass keep one thick cardboard, and slowly you have to involve it, and slowly we have to leave that paper cardboard, and you should see that the water inside the glass does not fall down. This is due to the atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is due to the atmospheric pressure. Now let's talk about the importance of atmospheric pressure. What is the importance of atmospheric pressure? It means atmospheric pressure is very necessary in our daily life. Means we are without the atmospheric pressures we cannot do the different works. Just we can't survive. If we can't survive, we can't survive without the atmospheric pressure. It means there must be. It helps to balance the pressure inside our body and outside of the body, so that we can survive. It means without the lack of the atmospheric pressures, human beings or the other living creatures cannot survive. So for the survival of our life, what atmospheric pressure is required, is needed. Another is atmospheric pressure helps to fill the ink inside the pen. Means by the help of atmospheric pressures we can fill the ink inside the ink pen by the help of atmospheric pressures. Another is, we have seen the doctors, they are injecting the injections. It means they can fill the medicines in the injections due to the help of atmospheric pressure. By the help of atmospheric pressure, the doctors fill the medicine inside the syringe. It helps to fill the air inside the tube of the vehicles. Means without the atmospheric pressures, the tube of the vehicles cannot fill. So you have seen due to the atmospheric pressures, it is able to fill the air inside the tube. Another importance is, it is important to lift our water using the water pump. You have seen the water pump inside your home. This is due to the atmospheric pressure. If there is no atmospheric pressure and the water pump also, the water does not comes out. So this is due to the atmospheric pressure. Another is, we are using the different types of the cold drinks by using the straw. Yes, the straw is the pipe. By the help of the straw, we are drinking, yes, soft drinks like as Fanta, Coca-Cola, juice. This is due to the atmospheric pressure. It means these all are the importance of atmospheric pressures. So they are I have written the 5 atmospheric pressure. So you have to note it properly and remember it and read it. Okay. Thank you, class. What is the liquid pressure? Liquid pressure means the thrust or the force acting, the force exerted by the liquid, the force exerted by the liquid per unit area, that is called what? Liquid pressure. What is the thrust exerted by a liquid per unit area of the surface, that is called what? Liquid pressure. Means now just take one container. Okay, inside the container of water is filled. What is water? Water is filled. Okay, it means the liquid pressures mainly depend upon the height. Means what are the liquid are present inside this container? It means their density, and another is acceleration due to the gravity. This liquid pressure is directly means height, density, and that is the acceleration due to the gravity. Sometimes you have seen the pipe blast. Means what is this? Due to the liquid pressure. This is a blast due to the liquid pressures. The pipe are blast. In the big industries area you have seen the pipe are generally blastings. That is the what? Due to the liquid pressures. Means the SI unit of the liquid pressure is what? Pascal or Newton per square meter. Newton per square meter. Or we can also write what? PA. It's depend upon the height. I already told you. Height, density, along with acceleration due to gravity. It means liquid pressure is depend upon the whom? To the height, density, and acceleration due to gravity. Now I will show you what is that P. P is equal to dgh. What is? P pressure is equal to dgh. Liquid pressure. Then what is? P is equal to dgh. D means density, G means acceleration due to gravity, and H stands for height. Just show the correlations and derive the P is equal to dgh. Okay, now let's derive P is equal to dgh. Take one. Consider a horizontal cylindrical vessel of base A. You have seen a figure number 1. In this figure number 1, take one cross-section vessels as taken. Inside the vessels, a water is kept, or any liquids you can take. A water is kept whose density is D, and the height of the water exerted in this container is H, and the area is covered by A. So that consider a horizontal cylindrical vessels of the base area A, which is filled with liquid density D up to the height of the vessels H. Once again listen. Consider a horizontal cylindrical vessel of the base area A is denoted by A, filled with a liquid of density D up to the height of the vessels S. Now, as we know that the liquid pressure exerted at the bottom of the vessels due to the weight, due to the what? Weight, due to the pressures, that is, pressure is what? Force by area. We have already derived it in previous class. What is? P is equal to F by A. Where, as you know that, what? F is said to what? F means mg. What is? F means mg. Now, P is said to what? F by A, and or P is equal to F means what? F is equal to what? Mg. What is? Mg. So instead of F, we can write mg. M into G by A, or P is equal to, well, as you know, D is equal to what? M by V. Density is equal to what? Mass per unit volume. Now, mass or M is equal to D into V. Yes or no? instead of m, we can write d into b. So instead of m, we can write d into b. So now instead of m, we can write d into b into g by a. What is by a? Now we can also write it P is equal to, now what is the formula of volume? L into B into H, length into breadth into height. Now L into B means what? Area. L into B means what? Area is equal to what? L into B. It means L into B is what? H. A into H. Instead of the B, we can write A into H. So now B into, instead of B, we can write A into H into G by A. So now we have seen A, what is happening? Neutralized and sealed. Now D into H into G. It means P is equal to what? DGH. It has been what? Proved. What is? P is equal to DGH. In this way, we can derive this P is equal to DGH. Once again listen. P is equal to F by A. P is equal to F by A means thrust by area. Instead of thrust, F is equal to mg. F is equal to mg. Mass into acceleration due to gravity. Instead of F, we can use mg by A. Now, as you know, density, the formula of density is equal to what? D is equal to m by b. Now, when we cross multiplication, m is equal to d into b. So no, d into b. So instead of m, we can use d into b. Instead of m, we can use what? D into b. Now, by a. Now, b is equal to what? L into b into h. Length into breadth into height. So now L into B means what? Area and into H. So instead of B, we can use A into H. Now when A and H is neutralized, it means remaining what? D, H and G. It means that pressure of the liquid pressure is general what? P is equal to DGH, where D is said what? Density of the liquid. G means acceleration due to gravity. And height means height of the liquid. Height of the liquid which contains in the containers. Okay? In this way, we can derive the P is equal to DGH. So I am going to write here. D means what? Density of liquid. Okay? G means acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity, and H means height of the liquid contained in the container. Height of liquid contained in container. In this way, we can solve that P is equal to DGH. Related to this P is equal to DGH, there are several numerical problems related to the liquid pressure. You can solve in this by using this formula P is equal to DGH. Now we will discuss about the characteristics of liquid pressure. Okay, now let's talk about the characteristics of what? Liquid pressure. Means there are the four characteristics of liquid pressure. Let's separate one by one. Pressure in a liquid increase with depth. Another is a liquid finds its own level. Liquid transmits the pressure equally in all directions. The pressure at any point in a liquid depends on its density. So let's talk about the first characteristics of what is the first characteristic? The liquid increase with depth. Means now take one container which is filled with water. Here is a one tap A, tap B and tap C. So tap, the what is saying that the pressure is liquid is increase its depth. It means in which tap A, B, C, which has what more water, which pressure has more pressure in which tap? Tap A. It means tap A. Why the tap A has the more pressures? Because it has the what? Height, more height. It means that liquid pressure is what depend upon the height. Yes or no? Liquid will increase it with height. So in tap A there is exert the what? More pressure rather than comparison to the tap B and the tap A. So at the lower floor of lower floor at the ground floor, the flow of water is more in the tap rather than the comparison to the floor number 5 and 6. Okay, so it means that what is saying that it means the liquid increase its depth. Now characteristic number 2, a liquid find its own level. Means when you keep the water inside a container, okay, inside a container it maintains its own level. It maintains its own level. So inside this container you have seen the water maintains its own level. The water maintains its own level. It means you can see that the water does not increase or the decrease. It maintains its own level. Number 3, liquid transmit pressure equally in all the directions. That is the Pascal's law. As you know, what is according to the Pascal's law? When we keep the liquid in the closed containers and when we press at any points, yes, it transmits the water equally in all the directions. So that we have to take one container. Suppose this is a plastics. Yes, inside the plastics we have to fill it with water and make a equal diameter of hole. Okay, inside this plastics and exert the pressure above the mouth of the water plastics. You will see that the water equally comes out from all the directions equally. In all the directions, the water comes equally. This is the what third characteristics. According to the what, it is also the third characteristic is also known as what? Pascal's law. Now the fourth one is the pressure at the point in a liquid depends upon the density, because the density of the liquid is different in its liquids. So it is also the what? It is also the depends upon the what? Density. So suppose take the example of water. The density of the water is what? 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube. In this way, all the liquids are also the difference its density. It means that the liquid pressure is also the what depend upon the density and the density. So there are the 4 characteristics of the what? Liquid pressures. So we have to note it properly. Okay, thank you class.